Hey everyone, good morning. It's Gail with Life Begins After 50 coming to you again today from our little cottage that we plan to add on to in the Rocky Mountains. And boy, what a change it's been for me to go from a large home and a golf course community in the desert to a little cottage in the Rocky Mountains right now in the snow. So I'm learning all about casual. I thought I was casual before. Now I'm really casual. If you like to learn about fashion and affordable fashions and lifestyle products for every day, you've come to the wrong place, especially when you're over 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80, because this is all about making the second half of your lives, the best half of your lives, affordably and hopefully naturally and in a healthy way. So my husband and I recently moved to the Rocky Mountains for a lifestyle change. We are downsizing. We bought this little cabin in the mountains and it's going to be added to hopefully starting within the next month or so, and more about that later. But I'm learning about changing my fashion needs. I thought I was a casual girl before. Well, I am really a casual girl now, because part of why we came to the mountains was for a healthier lifestyle, and that means walking and hiking pretty much 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And now that we are in a snowy place, although this year they're telling me there's been less cold and less snow than something like 10 or 20 years where we are. We are in the northern Rocky Mountains. It's still snowing here and it's still freezing in the morning, like sometimes near zero. And I need different boots for different occasions. And so I'm showing you these, and we're going to talk about these another time. One of my neighbors told me about these. They have metal cleats on the bottom. These are my boots for anti-slipping. They could be worn in the snow, on the ice, on the pavement, prevent you from slipping and falling, which is huge when you live in the mountains. However, they're not lined, so they are not as warm. These I got, I don't know, about 10 years ago when we were briefly living in Colorado, also in a very snowy climate in the mountains. I love them, and they are fur-lined. They're also really stylish and chic. They have worn out hardly at all, and I wore them pretty much every day walking the streets in the little town where we were living. But they do not have they don't have cleats on the bottom, they don't have deep treads. So they're mostly for styling and fashion. I could wear these beauties with skirts, dress them up for a mountain lifestyle. But today, we're talking warm boots. And these are the Breezy Fur Boots from Clark in tan. They came in different colors, and as you can see, they are fur-lined. Aren't they cute? So soft and furry and really warm. And they're slip-ons, which I really love, with a suede-like finish. Clark's, I've shown you before in years past. It's one of my favorite good quality, durable leather footwear companies. It's been around forever. I used to pop into their retail store when I lived in Scottsdale in the big Fashion Square Mall, which sometimes I have to admit I miss it a little bit. But anyway, besides looking for accessories like handbags, I started shopping their footwear. Really beautiful. I've worn their sandals. I was excited to get the Breezy Fur ankle boots because I knew they'd be great for where we were moving. And if you look at the sole here, you can see where it says Clark's. It doesn't have the deep treads like these with the metal cleats. So this is a different kind of boot. It's a slip-in ankle boot that It's cozy, it's great with the jeans that I'm wearing, but you're not gonna wanna wear it walking or hiking in the snow or on the streets, because right now our streets, the snow is melting, but there's ice underneath. And this is a great boot if you're in town where all of the sidewalks have been plowed and shoveled and there's almost no ice left. You're going out to dinner or lunch or somewhere in the town where you already know that you're not going to slip on ice because it's been shoveled and plowed, and or else you're inside, which is really the safest because you're not going to slip inside. I want to turn it around and I'm going to show you what it looks like from afar as well. This is my other one. Isn't it cute? So I'm wearing them with two pieces from Lycée, which is a New York City based women's fashion line that I've shown you so many of their separates. This was from their fall collection, this really cute textured sweater, and these Fringe jeans, which are flare, and so they're easy to go over the slip-on ankle boot. If you want to show the top of the boot, you'd wear more of a slim lined jean, but you know, they're fine with, they're easy peasy with the flares. And I love the little fringe detail on this jean. It's really, really fits wonderfully like all of the Lycée women's separates do. And again, if I was going out to lunch in the mountains with my husband, what would I wear? Something like this. The places here are very casual, but I still want to look nice, and I call it everyday chic and casual, and that's kind of what the way I'm dressed now, how you would see somebody look if you went out to lunch or shopping in town where you knew you weren't going to slip. It was very chilly out, so you wanted to keep your feet warm with a fur-lined boot, but still look chic and cozy without having to worry about the slipping. This boot would be something I would definitely wear. Comes in a couple of colors, not sure what colors and sizes they have left now, but when the beginning of the season, this would be perfect, as well as now to finish off the winter time, again, when you know you're not going to be outside and risk slipping and falling. So if you like this kind of content where we talk about everyday fashion and just living the best half of the second half of our lives, healthy and happy and affordably, I try to negotiate deals with my brands all the time, not just on special sale days. I'm going to be doing lives coming up and giveaways coming up with a couple of different brands. So I would be so grateful if you hit the subscribe and ring the little bell so you'd be notified when my next videos were coming up, or my next lives, or anything that I put out, because YouTube is my platform for 2026. And with your help, I just passed 1,000 followers. Next goal is 2,000 followers. And I think that if you're in that part of your life, the second part, and you're a gal and you enjoy living well at an affordable price, this might be a channel that you would like. So I show you again the breezy fur boot from Clark's and the really sweet denim jean. It fits so nice. This line is really known for their wonderful fit and quality as well. And also the texture on this sweater. Super, super cute knit. Go ahead and subscribe. I'd love you to. And engage and tell me what you want to see more of and less of on the channel, because this is for everyday gals like me and you, and that's what we're here for. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.